If you are looking for a cargo van business line of credit with EIN only, no personal guarantee, you are at the right place. Here is a review you are actually expecting. Number 10, we have US Bank. Our score, 7.7 over 10. So if you're looking for a cargo van business line of credit and you're looking for EIN only, US Bank is great, but you got to have a relationship with the bank first. Okay, so this is great for fixed rate options. If you're looking for a fixed rate option, they can actually approve you all the way to $250,000. So this is really great. The only thing is that they will actually charge you a $50 fee anytime you withdraw, you tap into the credit line. Okay, and the minimum is $2,000 and the maximum is $250,000, $250,000. What we love about US Bank business line of credit for a cargo van is that they actually will appoint an advisor to you, and that person will actually help you make sure that you have the funds that you need as soon as possible. So this is really great, but make sure that you have a relationship with US Bank before you actually think about applying for this business line of credit. And one thing I want to say also is that it's called, if you call US Bank, ask them about the cash flow manager line of credit. Okay, that's how they call it, the cash flow manager line of credit, and they can actually approve a line of credit for your cargo van business or your sprinter van business for that matter with no problem. So US Bank, 7.7 over 10. Number 9, we have On Deck. Our score, 8 over 10. By the way, welcome back to the show. Really appreciate having you here. We are talking about 10 cargo van business lines of credit, EIN only, no personal guarantee, the perfect funding program for you if you're trying to preserve your personal assets. At the same time, you're trying to tap into an external source of funding for your cargo van or sprinter van business. With On Deck, we have a different bad boy here, very different, because they'll approve you from $6,000 to $100,000. It's less, they're less generous than US Bank. The only thing is that they are faster than US Bank. US Bank is more like those traditional big banks. They are very slow, but On Deck will actually approve you within 3 days. They want you to have, so you have the option, you have two options here. You can apply using EIN only or without EIN. If you choose to apply without EIN, then they want your credit score, your personal credit score, to be minimum 600. Okay, and the interest rate is kind of high, 31%. Okay, but it's pretty great, and they just want you to have a minimum monthly revenue of $8,500, and they basically they do charge origination fees, and this business line of credit is not available to companies that operate in Nevada, South Dakota, and North Dakota. Number 8, we have Fundera. Our score, 8.1 over 10. So if you're looking for a cargo van business line of credit, EIN only, no personal guarantee, Fundera is a great place. Fundera is basically like, they're not really a loan marketplace. They're not also a direct lender. There's something in between. So they actually kind of help you out. They're a broker. They kind of help you out, get the business line of credit that you need for your cargo van. And here the amounts are very generous. They can help you actually get anywhere from $5,000 to $5 million. So this is really great. The interest rate will oscillate from 7% to 25%. They want you to be in business for at least 1 year. This is really great. And what we love is that Fundera will actually match you with different lenders. This is really great. They have a strong reputation in the industry. They were actually bought over not long ago by NerdWallet, another biggie in the industry. So this is really great. They just want to, their monthly revenue requirements are kind of high though. They want you to make at least $10,000 to $16,000 a month. So this is really high, but it is what it is. Okay, and processing time 3 to 7 days. Number 7, we have here Bank of America. Our score, 8.5 over 10. Just want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We're having a conversation about the top 10 cargo van business line of credit, EIN only, no personal guarantee. So Bank of America, the score here, 8.5 over 10. What we love about Bank of America is that they actually give you a rate discount. Okay, so they do offer an unsecured and an unsecured or secured business line of credit for your cargo van business. Okay, both types may come with an interest rate discount of 0.25%, 0.50%, or 0.75%, depending on your 3-month average combined balances in Bank of America business deposit accounts and or Merrill Edge or Merrill Lynch business investment account. So it's really important to cultivate a relationship with Bank of America if you want to qualify for their cargo van business line of credit, EIN only. And they actually can approve you all the way. So the unsecured lines go from 10 grand to 100 grand, and the secure lines go from 25 grand all the way to $500,000. It's the thing is, Bank of America is a biggie, so they do have the resources to fund those line of credit. Number 6, we have Fundbox. Our score, 8.8 over 10. So Fundbox will actually approve you. They will approve your cargo van business line of credit, EIN only, no personal guarantee, from $1,000 to $150,000. Okay, and they also offer if you want to go without EIN, no problem. They'll take care of you. And in that case, they'll ask for a credit score of 600. The interest rate starts at 10%. They want you to be in business for at least 6 months. Okay, and what we love about Fundbox is that they have easier qualification requirements, and they have a quick approval process and access to cash. Really fantastic. And so the thing is that they actually have the only thing is they have a frequent repayment schedule, and their line of credit is capped at $150,000. Okay, this is really great. But overall, they are really great. They only have a few restricted industries. I'm talking about drug dispensaries, adult entertainment, and firearms and weapons. So if you are in those industries, you're not going to qualify for a Fundbox line of credit for your cargo van business. Number 5, we have here PNC Bank. Our score, 9 over 10. So PNC Bank is kind of cool for if you're looking for a cargo van business line of credit, EIN only, no personal guarantee, for a longer repayment term. So they actually give you a longer repayment window here. Okay, this is really good, especially if timing is an issue for you. This is really fantastic. Okay, and PNC is kind of cool also for higher limits. They're very generous, very generous. So they have an unsecured and secured line of credit for your cargo van. So if you are going for the unsecured, they will approve you for anything between $10,000 and $1 million. If you want to go for a secured business line of credit for your cargo van, then it will go from $100,000 to $3 million. So you can see that the opportunities are there. That's what we love about PNC Bank. Okay, this is really cool. And so one thing you need to understand here is that PNC, obviously, they are a big bank. They are a mid-tier bank, what we call a mid-tier bank. And they also want you to have a relationship with them. Okay. And the cool thing is with PNC, you have two phases. You have the draw phase, and then you have the repayment phase. The repayment phase can actually last all the way to 10 years. So they give you a draw phase where you just pay nothing or pay only the interest. And then the repayment phase is when you pay everything. 10 years. Fantastic. Number 4, we have Cabbage. Our score, 9.2 over 10. What we love about Cabbage actually has been bought over by American Express during COVID. They actually had a problem, so they got bought over by a bigger fish. And so Cabbage by American Express offers cargo van business lines of credit, EIN only, no personal guarantee, that actually oscillates from $1,000 to $150,000. This is really good. And so the fee ranges from 4.5% to 27%. And you got to have a minimum business age 1 year. Okay. What we love about Cabbage is that they have no minimum annual revenue requirements, no prepayment penalties. They have a wide constellation of payment options, and it's really a fast source of business funding. Obviously, American Express is a biggie. They're a behemoth in the financial services industry, so you know you getting your cash anyway. Okay, in terms of eligibility, you got to be a U.S. citizen. Your company must be operating on U.S. soil, and you got to have monthly revenue of at least $3,000 in most cases. Number 3, we have here Bluevine. Our score 9.4 over 10. I want to quickly remind you today of today's topic again. I really want to contextualize the conversation so we are on the same page here. I'm still having a convo with you about the top 10 cargo van business lines of credit, EIN only, no personal guarantee. So Bluevine 9.4 over 10. For your cargo van business line of credit through Bluevine, you can actually get anywhere from $5,000 to $250,000. The interest rate starts at 4.8%. They want you to have a minimum business age of 6 months. What we love about Bluevine, we love a lot of stuff about Bluevine. They're really great. They have an easy application process. There are no fees to actually open a cargo van business line of credit or even close that account. They have, if you want to go the non-EIN route, they have a low credit score requirements, and they have a speedy access to approved funds. So you really are sure that you can get your cash, you can get hands on your cash as soon as you are approved. The only thing is they have a high monthly revenue requirements that goes from $15,000 to $30,000 per month. That's really a month. But the good thing is with Bluevine, you have a reputable institution. Number 2, we have Biz to Credit. Our score 9.5 over 10. With Biz to Credit, you really have access to another dimension. And I mean it, literally, another dimension. They're very generous when it comes to your cargo van business line of credit, EIN only, no personal guarantee. Guess what? They actually approve you from 25 grand all the way to $6 million. And if you choose to go the non-EIN route, they can actually approve you if you have a FICO score as low as 580. Fantastic. The interest rate here is 8.99%. Minimum business age 2 years. Okay, and we love Bluevine. We love not Bluevine. We love Biz to Credit rather. Biz to Credit because they have a simple and quick application process, and they can actually approve you within 24 hours. Think about that. You get your cash the next day. That's just fantastic. In terms of eligibility, they want you to have $20,000 in monthly revenue. Okay, and this is really great. So Biz to Credit is a serious contender here. Number 1, the best of the best, and I'll tell you why it's the best of the best. The best of the best, we have Lendio. Our score 9.8 over 10. Lendio is the best of the best because Lendio is not a direct lender. They are a marketplace. See, if you have a marketplace, you have access to gazillions of lenders. In other words, you're having lenders actually compete for your business, and the result is higher amounts in terms of line of credit, but also lower FVR. So Lendio is a great place for a cargo van business line of credit, EIN only, no personal guarantee. Our score 9.8 over 10. Here you have a line of credit amounts that range from $1,000 to $500,000. And if you decide to go the non-EIN route, they actually will approve you if you have a minimum credit score of 560. Interest rates will fluctuate between 8% and 24%. This is really good. And minimum business age 6 months. And we love the fact that with Lendio, there is no cost to apply, and they have a quick application process. Okay, and in terms of eligibility, they want you to have at least $12,000 in monthly revenue. Okay, but overall, it's a wonderful platform. It takes less than 10 and sometimes 15 minutes to complete the application, and once approved, funds are available within 24 hours. Fantastic. Now let me give you an overview of the whole conversation we've been having, so you can actually deepen the you can deepen your understanding of this topic. So we're talking about cargo van business line of credit, EIN only, no personal guarantee. How does it work really? Well, basically, a business line of credit for your cargo van allows your business to borrow money to take care of your cargo van or other operations in the business, you have to repay the money and borrow again, and up to the credit limit, similar to a credit card. Okay, and cargo van business line of credit EIN only, no personal guarantee, are not all alike. Some are offered by banks, as you have seen in this show, right? Bank of America, US Bank, and PNC, for example, but others are offered by non-bank finance companies, for example, the rest, okay? And some are secured, which means they may require collateral, and collateral may take the form of business assets, commercial properties, personal properties, generally your home, or certificate of deposits. And other lines are unsecured, which means no collateral is ever required. Very important. So before you apply for a cargo van business line of credit, EIN only, no personal guarantee, you want to compare offers and read the fine prints, and you want to really go for a line of credit that pre-qualifies you. In other words, you're getting a soft pull, because the whole thing is you got to really protect your FICO score, okay? And you want to consider factors such as your credit limits, the interest rate, the repayment period, the annual review and renewal, requirements to be approved, and if there are any special perks or rewards. And so in terms of getting a business line of credit for your cargo van, especially with EIN only, do everything at a branch or do everything over the phone. We have actually covered this on other shows, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time here trying to teach you how to get a business line of credit with EIN only, how to apply for it, and how to successfully apply for that line of credit. If you have questions, let us know in the comment section. We'll certainly send you the link to that video, or even explain to you based on a specific bank or non-bank lender that you are considering how you should approach the whole thing so you can be approved. And let me give you a few pro tips before I close to this conversation, because if you have actually made it so far, it shows that you are interested in the topic, and I really appreciate it. I really want to thank you. Our team wants to thank you. The whole thing here is that why would you need a cargo van business line of credit EIN only, no personal guarantee in the first place? Well, for a constellation of reasons. The thing is, if you're a cargo van business owner, you may consider opening a business line of credit for things like if you need the cash right away, if you need to use the fund for a long-term goal, or you just want to have the flexibility and support to access cash quickly and easily. This is really important, especially if you have, let's say you just sign a contract and you need extra cash to take care of business, okay? Or in some cases you have a lot of loads, and some loads are asking you to put cash up front, and you don't have the cash. Then you want to have a line of credit. This is really important. And one thing I also want to say here is that, you want to, in terms of the application, make sure you go to a branch. If you can't go to a branch, make sure that you talk to someone over the phone. Do not actually apply right away. If you apply online, you're not going to get the EIN only part, and you definitely don't want personal guarantee, because the whole thing is you got to cover your ass. You got to cover your ass. Okay, you need to preserve your personal assets from your business assets, so that if push comes to shove, at least you are protected. You are safe on the personal side. This is really important. Do not underestimate this. Okay, this is really important. And one thing I also want to say here is that you got to understand that the easiest cargo van business line of credit to get is one that you actually are getting with the bank with which you currently have a relationship. The bank where you have a business bank account, where you have a business savings account, your bank, your current bank. All the other players, don't get me wrong, they're good. They're good. LandU is great. Biz2 Credit is great. Cabbage is great. Blue Vine, Fundbox, and what have you. They're all great. Don't get me wrong, they're all great. The thing is that what is the easiest? You want to get it with the bank with which you already have a relationship. Before I do a recap here, please check out our cargo van business line of credit evaluation approach. We have a strong method in place when it comes to evaluating, categorizing, and listing lines of credit, business lines of credit. Check this out. Alright, let's quickly recap here. So here are the top 10 cargo van business lines of credit, EIN only, no personal guarantee. Number 1, Lendio, our score 9.8 over 10. Number 2, Biz to Credit, our score 9.5 over 10. Number 3, we have Blue Vine, our score 9.4 over 10. Number 4, we have Cabbage from American Express, 9.2 over 10. Number 5, we have PNC Bank, 9 over 10. Number 6, we have Funbox, 8.8 over 10. Number 7, we have Bank of America, 8.5 over 10. Number 8, we have Fundera, 8.1 over 10. Number 9, we have OnDeck, 8 over 10. And number 10, we have US Bank, our score, 7.7 over 10. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. God bless you. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.